Alright, welcome to Tomb Raider 2013 mod. Now, last time you met a couple of people of Lara's mates, as well as Matthias that was dealing with Sam's ankle, even though it was in a bit of a pain as was everything else, as was seeing Lara sitting by a camp and also been passed out when Matthias and Sam wandered off somewhere. And also with that, you picked up a axe knife from some meat on a tabletop with a most important part that was up down this end, where you saw a door that was opened up, where you could just walk straight through the door and come over towards this bit right here, where you could grab your knife thing that was on a stick of wood that has been punched straight through some meat, where you could just grab it and pinch it. With also, when you went in the door, you heard some music go off, and you think, quite interesting music, but it wasn't a classic song or nothing like that, was it? So we went in there to grab a relic that was in a box, which is in a grey or brown box or whatever colour it was, and you grabbed a relic which was in the box, which had a little mask thing where you had to turn it around with your R3 nozzle to move it around and leave it to one part of it so Lara could read it. And also you came out where Matthias was and Sam was, and when Lara passed out, like I said, and those two wandered off, and when she woke up, Lara woke up, she found that they wandered off, and then she came down some steps, didn't she? And eventually her ankle got caught by a chain or some metal thing there, and then you heard a strange howling noise, which was to do with the wolves, weren't there? There was a fair load of those lurking about, so we had to deal with a couple of them. And also I grabbed a couple of XPs to deal with all that, and also I did do some other wolves around and I had to kill them because I had to try and walk around the place, and grab one of these, which was a map, and I grabbed a couple of one of these things, but there's a couple of those lurking about, but I'm going to get to that in a few seconds. So I grabbed a fair few of that and met Whitman again up by a door, and also I got Lara to use her axe and try and open up the door, which is where you'll end up seeing Whitman again, which is just right up there. He's standing there. So when I met him over there, I had to get something to be done, which was using some salvage to fix up my axe that you can grab hold of. And also I mended that back in one piece, which cost me 50 salvage. Now, also, when I did fix the axe, I said about some skill points, which was about to do with a locker and some boxes. Now, let me explain that. Which was a locker, which is one of these things that I used, which was to do with your axe, to rip it open. Alright, and also the other salvage thing was that I ripped a fair few of these apart, which allowed me to grab 50 salvage. So these things down it can give you salvage, as well as those big lockers right there. Alright, and also what I did do is spend 50 and showed you that you could open that silver box, which gave me 50 salvage back. If you can look at the bottom left hand corner, you'll see two sets of words with one above the other. Now one of them would allow you to see skill points written on it, and the bottom one would be salvage, which, like I said, I got 50 back and I spent 50 for the axe to be mended, so you can use the axe and just rip every locker apart to grab salvage. Alright, now if you look at the right hand side again, that there's a picture of a place that you're at, which is Coastal, and it's forest, even though I can't read the first bit out. Alright, so below that you'll see it say 53%, and below that will be some different things on there, which will say for your first one, which is camps, which you'll find 3 out of 3, which is basically a camp that looks like a barrel that's burnt alive, but also with the other two they will look like a tent. So you'll find some camps shapes of a tents, and some will look like a campfire thing that's burning around. You'll grab one of them. So you'll find several of those lurking about in different maps, like this massive great big map right here. Alright, so that's what those are. And you'll find documents, and you'll have to find 5 of them, which I've only found 3 of them so far. And the documents are these things, like a bit of piece of paper that's folded from one side of the paper. Now what you're looking for is a book, every single book there is around the places. Alright, that's when you can know you got your documents. Alright, the next one down that you're gonna have to find 3 of relics. Those are in boxes, which is what you'll find in the last recording, which you'll find where the knife was, with a brown box that would have a relic in there that would be a shape of a mask. When you open up the box, allow it to turn it around by using your R3 nozzle and just turn it around. And the next one down is that you're going to have to find 3 GPS caches. Now these are these things. They're lockers, like I said before. So you have to find 5 of them, but also with those things you'll have to grab every single one of them in every kind of map you're in. Now Lara will say, aha, when you grabbed all of those. And also you'll hear that word in Tomb Raider 2 and 3, as well as a couple of other old Tomb Raider games that was made in years back, maybe 1980s, somewhere around there, or 1970s, possibly that. But yep, you'll be finding some GPS caches around the place. So there's 5 of those in this area, as well as all the way down it, but I'm not going to go too far with that just yet. Now the next one down is to do with tombs. Now those tombs will allow you to find things easier, just like this document down here, this GPS cache down here, down there as well, as well as the relic that was down here. So the documents is at the tombs will allow you to do that, to find things easier, as well as the next one down, which will be same sort of thing, will be a map, which is one of these things down here. So every time when you find a map, it will allow you to find things easy as well, like these things again, like I said, that they'll appear on your main map when you find a map or completed tomb, which I haven't done yet. So but I've also picked up a map which will allow you to find those things around the place. Alright, that's what those are. And the last one at the bottom, which is your challenge. Now, as you can see, there's a 5 by 10, which is what I've done on my last recording when I was over this area, which is where we are at the moment, where I found 5 skulls that was tied somewhere, and the skulls were twisting around all over the place, where you had to use a weapon to break it off. That's how that works. And also the skill point I used would allow you to find things easier by pushing L1, where the screen goes strange colours. And like I said, for things to be easy to be found, which is like that box there, for your salvage to be found will be easier, and that's what I used my skill point to do that, as well as your arrows if you're struggling to find them in a dark area, because it is quite cold, really dark in this area. You can't really see much. Yeah, that's what that's for. Now I'm going to go over here into my camp, which is like a pot of soup that's been warmed up with a set of cans down there for Lara to drink, or if she's already drunken, a drink. Now with your skill, let's go in here. Right, now with your skill points. Now let me explain these once again. But also, if you look at the bottom corner somewhere in the middle, you'll find a tick on an item, which is what I picked up last time on my last recording, which was to do with finding your objects even easier. So you don't have to go through that. Alright, next one along, which is to do with your plants, as well as animals that you kill. Now, when you kill animals or pick up plants, you'll grab some XP, and that'll boost up your XP even further. Okay, so when I've been picking up plants, I kept getting 10 every time. Alright, and also it didn't boost up my XP even higher yet because I haven't selected it. So that's what that does. So when you select this and you pick up a plant when you've already selected this one, you might grab more than 10 XP for your XPs to boost it even higher. Alright, so same thing with your animals. When you kill them, make sure you press that X or square to pick up the meat, which is what I did last time with a couple of animals. Alright, the next one is this one, which is to do with your silver boxes, as well as those other box I was showing you what they are with your salvage, and that's what this one does. Now, when I opened up the silver one last time, it gave me 50 back from what I spent for the axe to be put into one piece. So now, when you select this one, you'll grab even more salvage from those silver boxes, as well as that other box. Alright, so that's what that does. This one right here allows you to grab some salvage from animals as well. Alright, so if you kill a wolf or a deer, you'll get some salvage from that. And also, if you're a first time player, then you're better off grabbing that so you can get your salvage to boost up for your weapons. And also this one will allow you to grab some arrows back. So if you grabbed your bow and you have just wasted 3 arrows at a deer and you haven't selected this one and you killed the deer, you won't be picking up your arrows back. So you want to select this one so you can grab your 3 arrows that you fired, and you might be lucky to grab all 3. You might grab just 1 or 2 from your animal that you stab with your axe thing that Lara uses, and you might be lucky to do that. But if you're a first time player, then you won't be collecting those unless you select this one for you to do that. Alright, it's exactly the same for me, but it won't do that because I've played it several other times, so I'll be able to grab it easily. Alright, so that's what that one does. Now, what you can do is either push them back with circle or B, which I'm going to do, so you can select it towards the head symbol. So the first lot I showed you was the shape of a mountain shape, and the last one is your head. Now, let me go through that. Now, all of these ones are all locked, apart from these 2 right here. Alright, so there are 8 of these. Now, instead of pressing B and circle, you can use L1 to switch it back over instead of keep doing back all the time on it. Alright, so now the ones that's locked, I'm going to not read those ones out for now, but I'm going to go for the ones that are unlocked. Okay, so your first one right on this side allows you to special bow that you use. Right, now let me explain that. Right, this thing will give you some more time. Alright, so if you're using L2 to get your axe ready and you hold R2 with it and you find a deer that you want to go for, or a wolf, and you're trying to hold that in as long as you can to try and get your axe ready to aim at whatever they are, or if they decide to freaking run around all over the place and you're trying to get that axe straight on it for you to let go of R2 for that arrow to be fired. But if it's still run around like an idiot and you had about 10 seconds to try and get that axe ready to fire at the flicking animal when it wants to run around like an idiot, like I said, then the time will tick down, and when it goes down to 0, if that is 10 seconds, I'm pretty sure you can have a little bit longer than that, but yeah, I'll use 10 for example, and once that 10 seconds goes down, Lara's hand will start to shake around, and then the arrow of itself will go ping straight off the arrow, off the string with the bow itself that Lara holds. So you might want to select this one to do some more. And the next one is the last one so far, is your ammo capacity. Now this, let me explain that to you. Right, now this one, right, with your arrows that you use so far, without selecting this one, you'll have 20 arrows. So if you select this one, you'll grab a load more to use. Alright, so that's what those are for. Alright, so now we're going to move on with Whitman, which is just been waiting for me.
Alright, Lara, so we're good to go then?
Let's do this, Doctor.
Whenever you're ready.
Because last time, like I said with the axe, or I was going to say that Lara was going to use it to turn this thing, but she couldn't do it because you heard a bit of wood of the axe was trying to snap off, so that's why she couldn't do it and wanted us to use 50 salvage to fix it back up. So now you can use that axe now to turn it around, and just keep turning it by keep tapping your square or X, so the door will open up. It's shutting, and Whitman's trying to hold it even though it's not a good idea, is it? because otherwise he would have had his fingers squashed. And also there's 400 XP, boosted right up on the left hand side there.
Are you sure you're not channeling phone, Dr. Whitman?
Push your L3 nozzle up, and with that yellow stick thing that Lara's holding, that comes alive automatically because you grab that straight away on your first
A woman will
recording I
have
did,
much power,
if
sooner or
you've been
later
following
gets
along,
old witchcraft.
or whenever you decide to,
Shouldn't discount anything. Even
or
what
unless
may
you've
seem to
already
us
done this game
irrational.
before, then that's
We still have
perfect.
much to learn about the world.
And so Whitman's wandering off and stopping, look.
It could be one hell of a story, Lara.
Not if we don't live to tell it.
Yes, Lara. Well said. To Whitman, eh? Yeah. So also he's got a stick in his hand as well.
So much history on this island.
Yeah, they're on an island. Which is where we are.
Incredible. It is Himiko.
But look, the bowl, the candles. Why is she still being worshipped?
This island, it must have once been part of Yamatai. You were right, Lara.
The Lost Kingdom.
It's like finding Atlantis.
But this is real, Dr. Whitman. We're not standing on a myth.
We're standing on a gold mine.
Come, quickly. Your friends are hurt.
Yes, probably by them.
Get back.
They can't be trusted.
Uh-oh.
You still have a gun.
Why is Whitman not firing the gun, eh?
I don't want any trouble. We'll come.
No.
But I insist that afterwards you take us to whoever's in charge.
What are you
Be
doing?
quiet.
No.
I'm handling this.
No.
Uh-oh.
Please.
Uh-oh.
Just go along with them, Lara. Do whatever they say.
Look, that guy's stole your bow.
Дай меня пистолет.
What a thief.
Иди. Пошла.
Who are you people? What do you want with us?
Lara!
If they think you're in trouble, kill them.
Don't hurt them,
I
please.
said silence, girl.
He's being mean, isn't he?
Привет. Хорошенькая, да? Напоминаешь мою сестру.
And he's got a gun as well.
Run them up! Run them up!
Oh. That's not very nice. Giving Lara a punch in the face. That's not very nice. As well as having Lara's hands tied behind her back. That's not very good, is it? Right, so what you want to do is push L3 up a little bit and let go of that in for the time being. So you'll have to wait for this guy to bugger off. Now push your L3 up and get Lara to stand behind brick walls like this one. Right. Wait for that guy to bugger off, which is one on the left hand side. Now you can move on and push L3 up and go continue on straight over towards here. Alright. Right, now you want to let go of L3 and wait. Where you'll find this guy wandering down some steps. So now you want to go and walk. Alright.
What do you see?
Right, now you want to wait it. Now the way I'm moving the camera is pushing R3 towards the left and right. So once this guy buggers off with the light, then you can go. But he's still there at the minute. Alright, so now he's gone. So what you'll want to do is go straight in it. Alright.
Любишь играться в прятки, малышка?
Uh-oh.
Думаешь,
Here he
как
is.
спастись?
He's back again.
No one escapes.
There he is.
Out.
And he's got the gun.
Вылезай! Но трать моего времени!
Looks like he's after something. So you've got to touch that Y or triangle. What was he after?
Она тоже была порядочной стервой.
You know exactly what he's after, don't you? Oh, so he's dropped the gun. So you can grab that. Yes, he's after sex. That's what he's after. Oh, pushed the wrong button. Or didn't even push it quick enough. So you want to make sure you use L3 nozzle when that happens. And keep pushing that square X and then push the R2 and shoot him in the head. With just one bullet in that gun. Just one bullet. And he's dead. Oh dear. Well, that's what he gets. If he wants to have sex, then, well, he deserves to die. Doesn't he? He really deserves it.
Oh, God.
Poor Laura. Doesn't deserve none of that, does she? None of it. She's a hero. And also, the bow as well. So you've got your pistol. This time with your bow you got back. And also there's a 25 XP right there. And also your gun, which I'll explain to you in a little while, because the writing at the bottom changed a bit too quickly for me to read that out. Right. And also I'm going to push the middle button on my controller, because you're in a new area this time, which is Mountain Temple, whatever that spells. And this time in this map of an area, you're going to have to find one camp this time, and you're going to have to find 2 documents, which is basically books again. And the next one down, you're going to have to find 2 relics in boxes, and you're going to have to find 2 of the GPS caches, and also you're going to have to find a map, basically, for your things to appear on your area of this map. So it's exactly the same with your maps. You're going to have to select, you're going to have to find those to allow you to see all those. And also you're going to have to find a challenge as well, which is to do with 5 of some kind of thing. And also last time I grabbed 400 XP for a skill point I had, with only 50 salvage I've got. If you look at the left hand side where I'm saying 1 skill point and 50 salvage to use. So that is what we got up next. Right, so you've got L3 to push up towards up here and across this little bridge, which is a bit wobbly, I would say. But also some fire going on over here. Look, there's a fire here. And if you look at the right hand side this time, with the pistol that I've got, there is a little cylinder at the bottom of the right hand side. It's pointing all the way around. Now, if you remember I was saying about a clock on Rise of the Tomb Raider. Now, if you look at the bottom, I'm going to say that's pointing at number 6, which I'm going to say the one at the bottom, which will be the big hand, that's pointing at 6, and also the one that's pointing, the little hand I'm going to use, that it's pointing towards the 8 or the 7. Now, with your cylinder you grabbed hold of the gun that comes with it, you're going to have to use only 8 bullets in your gun, but there is no cylinder because it's got no bullets in it, your pistol. So you got a little bit of a problem. Where's your bow? You got flicking no arrows. So you got a little bit of a problem, but don't worry. Right, so you want to do L3 and push it up so you can come up the steps. And now you can let go of L3 when you come towards here, or just about it, because automatically Laura will walk herself up. Guy's trying to fire arrows at me. How rude.
Got another one.
There he is. There's the guy. And also that thing there that I've picked up, which is your cylinder for your pistol bullets to go in. And also you cannot use L2 for this bit first.
Stay away
But
from me!
when she does that, then you're going to have to. So L2 first with your bow. Exactly this thing. L2 and then push your R2. Oh, that was a miss. Also, what you want to do, as you can see the screen going a bit red, what you want to do is do not touch no buttons until your health goes back up. Ow. Clear off. Ow. Have that. Was it a good shot, really? Oh. I'd say I stood in some flames for that, so I made a mistake about that. So we'll have to do the walking again. And wait for Lara to pick up the cinder again for the bullets to go into. We'll see if we can do this accurate this time.
She went down over there.
Is she dead?
Right,
I don't know.
so like I said, with the bow, L2 first, with the pistol as well, L2 and then R2. So L2, and push R2 just once for the pistol to go. Even though he's taken a couple of shots as well.
From me!
I am down, yes. Get up. There's a headshot with 115 XP for that one. Headshot for that one, which is giving me 15 XP. Right, also, there's a green or blue box there, which allow you to grab some bullets if you really want them. Or either, you could just leave those and move on, because you can pick up some stuff from some guys that you killed. So I'm going to push the square as it's allowing me to, which is giving me 4 arrows and 11 of the salvage, which is quite nice. As well as this guy's going to give me 3 arrows and 13 salvage as well, which is giving me 74 salvage in total. But I'm going to leave the pistol bullets in that box and move on. As you can see the axe again that you've got so far to rip this door open. That's what you want to do.
You're gonna die.
And also, yes, it's burning. So you want to get out of it by pressing the triangle or Y. And keep pushing it 3 times. So you'll be out of there without no deaths or burns, even though I've done 1 so far, which is not very good. Well, you live and learn. I suppose you've got to be quicker than that, haven't you? Right, Adam. You'll also find some arrows down here if you want to grab all of them. And also this box right here. Now that's nothing to do with your salvage. That's for something else. Alright. I'm going to leave those there for a moment,
Hey, you find any more down there?
because there's a guy coming up. Right, what you want to do is use your arrow for this, because you want to stay quiet as you can. So L2 and an R2. And 10 XP for that guy that's been knocked down, which is quite handy for me, as well as everybody else when you decide to play it, or if you already played it and you think it's a bit boring, then that's fine with me, but I enjoy it. Right, so you want to press the square or X, which will give me 5 pistol bullets and 15 salvage, which is quite nice. Right, also another box right here if you want some, which I'm going to grab hold of. And that's why I didn't pick up the other ones. And also I grabbed 10 bullets. And also another building that's been burnt to pieces. It's not looking good, is it? Everything's getting burnt to pieces. Right, over here you'll find something to grab hold of with a bit of white on there, which is what you want to look for. So you can grab hold of it by pushing L3 up and push that X right straight away, and push the R3 nozzle towards the right and push it up when you get to hit. Right,
So what came
now
in?
you find some guys over here. what you want to do is use your bow
Should be some good stuff.
and fire something over there to distract him,
Hold on, I'll take a look. What happened?
take him out, which is giving me 15 XP for headshot, and another 15 for taking his out. Another guy over here.
What's going on down there?
I'm going to shoot him as well. And there was a 10 XP there and another 110 for knocking him down. So it's basically 120 for knocking him all the way down, as well as killing him that way, which is the best idea for you to do. Or you could just let him walk all the way down the ladder, basically. Right, don't forget to pick up his pieces. Just give me 3 arrows and 13 salvage, which is quite nice. And this guy right here, he's going to give me 3 arrows and 14 salvage. The last guy, is going to give me just 5 bullets. Interesting. But sometimes they might give you salvage, so they might not do. Depends on how the game wants to play. Also, the orange box, I said about the other ones, that's not salvage, but this one does give you some XP. Alright, so you want to use that. Now you can climb up the ladder as it's come down.
Are you there?
Push L3 up towards the left side.
Are you okay?
And also you can hear Roth talking, can't you? As well as Lara.
What? Who?
Man, I don't know why. I had to kill some of them. I had no choice.
That can't have been easy.
And keep that nozzle towards that angle.
It's scary just how
Up in the left hand corner a bit.
You've got to warn the others, Roth.
Don't worry about them right now. You just do whatever it takes to get to me, Lana.
I'll try.
Yes, Lara. Do your best. Which is exactly what you want to do, really. Always do your best. Right, so you want to come down it. Where you can now squeeze your way through it. Now, you'll find a salvage box right here. But you're going to need to burn it, but you can't burn it. Because there's no lanterns for your stick of wood or a stick of the kind of stick to light up. So you can't light that up. Because there's no fire things around here. But also, you'll find another map which will allow you to find your other bits in this area this time. So that's where your map will be. So grab that. That'll give you 25 XP for that. Alright, now what you want to do is press the AOX so you can hop straight up it with the white paint is still sitting on there. It's exactly the same as Rise of the Tomb where it had white paint on there to tell you you can grab onto it. Alright. Right, also, you've got a camp right here, which is your first one, and the only one you'll get. You can go to that if you want. But I'm going right over it. Now, also like I said with your stick, you can light it up now. But if you go back to where the salvage crate, which is one of these that was tied up with a string, if you go in there, your lighting stick thing will go up because water takes the flames away. Alright, it's exactly the same when you have a fire in your house and you want a fire service to come and put the fires out with water. So yes, you want to make sure you stay away from some water because, well, you won't be able to get your salvage from. But also you'll find a book, which is your document right here, for you to grab hold of. And there's 25 XP right there. And another salvage box right here if you want it. Just give me 10. How nice. Alright, so that's that. Alright. And also, next of all, another one of your XP boxes if you want it. Just give me 10. And next of all, you'll find a GPS cache which is a little sparkly orangey thing down here that you might want to grab hold of, which will give you 5. And also some more arrows if you want them, even though I've got 9. But yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll grab it, which is giving me 3 of them. But also one of these. Now this is to do with your challenge. You want to hit 5 of them, and that's giving me 10 XP, I believe. So that's your challenge, to knock 5 of them over, knock them down. Right. Now,
The thing about nightmares is sooner or later you wake up.
what you'll find
But there's no
on this camp
in this place.
is that you'll find 3 things to use.
Really doing these things.
And also, as you can see at the middle
Don't think
part,
about
it will say fast travel.
It won't help. I don't know what's
Now, what I'll do is get Zala to shut up for a minute, which will be just like that. So, let me go back in here again to explain it now. So now, with your skill points again, you can use, if you want, anytime you want. But now on the middle, oh, the TV is going to decide to fall asleep, but we're not allowing that to happen, thank you. Which but I would presume you lot don't want to see this TV go down, would you? Right, so in the middle will be a fast travel. Now the fast travel will allow you to keep going back and forwards to places where you want to grab most of your remaining pieces from different areas you've already been in. Alright, so that's what that's for. But if you remember that I was over here before, and it had 7 of those that would have said unavailable. So now, with this one right here that we're on, you can fast travel back to the other pieces that you missed, if you want. Alright, now, with this cap, it will allow you to have 3 of those. Now let me explain that to you. Right, so on the map, right, let's move back over here. Right, now, with that map I showed you, with the camp that I was on, that you will have to find ones that's got a tent on. Now, when you go to a tent one of your camps, those ones will allow you to find 3 of the things for you to use. Like use your skill points, your fast travel, and your salvage. But if you go to a one that's got a tent, a little campfire symbol on it, will allow you to use your skill points and just your salvage. Alright. Right, now let me go back into the camp and go to the salvage. Now, let me explain this to you. Right, last recording I did was to salvage to do this axe, which was to make it stronger. Now, the axe I have done, which is called IMPROVED Praying Axe, or Pre-Axe, if that's the proper word for it. And also that was worth 50 salvage. Now, as you can see on the right hand side, it will say complete, because at the bottom you'll see it say 1 out of 1 to complete. Alright, so every time when you open up those silver boxes or those brown orangey boxes, they'll allow you to grab some salvage and you can use them on your weapons. Now let me get to weapons in a minute, because on the left hand side of my screen, below the income paid pre-axe, it will say 126 on there, which allows you to know how much salvage you've already got. Okay, so now let me go to the weapons. Now, instead of this axe, you can go to your pistol and your bow. Alright, so now if you look on this one, where you'll find this thing down here, which is your outfits as well. So you have a choice to change Lara into another outfit if you want, or either if you got enough salvage, like I saw with the axe I did in the last recording that said 50 and it was green. So you want to make sure the weapons of whatever weapon that has a number that will allow you to have one of them numbers to go green for you to use whatever amount it's worth. Alright, so now let me go to the weapons with the axe, which I've already done. So now I'm going to go to the bow, which is what you want to look for. But also with the axe, where you'll see it say in the middle of the picture in the screen, it will say GEAR upgrades with 1 of 1 upgrades completed. Now when I get to the bow, with using L3 or either just use L2 or L3 to do that. Now with the bow that I'm on, it shows you bow upgrades with 0 of 2 completed. So that's basically how many you can upgrade. Alright, now also with a pistol that you grabbed hold of from that guide, you'll have 5 upgrades to do on it. Now let me show you these. Right, your bow is basically looking like this at the minute, but it shouldn't do, because it looks like, as you can see, that there's brown wood bits around the middle bit of it, even though it's, let's do it like this. As you can see, the part of the wood bow bit is brown. Alright, so if you look at the bottom, and when I push the L3 towards the right, to the left, you'll find the brown bits of the wood have a bit of white in there. So that is basically a bit of rubber or a bit of cloth or some kind to allow the bow to be a bit more stronger, which is what the one I'm on at the minute is at the bottom of the screen. If you can see a little bit of an arrow, a bit of a symbol with a play button that's pointing upwards, will allow you to put some damage into your bow. Alright, for the arrow to be a bit more stronger to go straight through someone. Alright, that's what that's for. But if you look at the right hand side of the screen, it will show you red. It will say not enough salvage, which is going to cost you 250 for that. And the next one along, which is this one right here. Now this is basically, instead of, so if you selected this one with 200 salvage it wants you to pay for, and if you did have enough for 200, from the left hand side as you can see that mine is 126, so if you had 250 or 300 maybe, something like that, and this one will allow you to, instead of when you're pushing L2 and pushing R2 in, instead of getting ping, and you keep pushing that R2 in, you get ping, 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 ping all the time. Well, the arrows just keep firing at the same time. Alright, so that's what you might want for your bow. Now, with this one, that one's 250, and this one's 200. Alright, so now before I move on, it wants you to find 2 bow parts to unlock. So there's a specific way of doing that, but I'm not going to do that just yet. But also above that, on the left hand side, where you'll find the bow that's called NAKES HIFT longbow is what it's called. What you've already got. Now push R2, which will be able to shove you towards the pistol. Now, on the left hand side, you'll find the pistol that is called the pistol is called SEMI automatic pistol. Now what this wants is you to find 3 parts of the pistol to unlock it. Alright, so that's what that wants. Now this pistol at the bottom of the screen will allow you to complete 5 parts of it. Now the first one I'm on, which is on the left hand side of every single one of those 5 things that's on there in the middle of the screen. Now this one wants me to spend 450 salvage. Now this is for your pistol, but I mean with your bullets. Now if I use my hands for this, right, so if you're pushing L2 to get the axis ready and you're pushing the R2, you'll get that. Just one fire. Alright, so if you select this one with 450 salvage that's asking, you will be able to use your gun with one other button instead of R2, which I will deal with soon whenever I decide to use it. And what that will do with another button for the gun to do 3 bullets in one. So you'll get bang 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 basically for that. Gun to do that with the first one I'm on. Now the next one on the right hand side when I use L3 is this one right here. Now this allows you to carry more bullets in your gun. Now when I said about the cylinder, I said about 8 bullets. Alright, so instead of firing 8 bullets where I said the big hand was pointing towards the 6 and the little hand towards the 8, now when you grab this cylinder that is worth 200 salvage instead, you'll be able to fire more than 8 bullets. You might be able to put 10 or 12 in there, something like that maybe. But yep, it's exactly the same as Rise of the Tomb Raider. When you select this, it allows you to put more bullets into your gun to fire a lot more than what you can fire. Alright, but also the next one along, which is basically your damage. So say that when you push the R2 button in, instead of, so like if you gave yourself a bit of a, with your finger, clicking your finger back onto your face a little bit, it'll do a little bit of damage like that. And if you put more in it, and if you pull your finger back even further and let go of it and make it slap into your face, it'll feel a bit more sore on your cheek or wherever you decide to either walk into something by accident and bang your leg against something, or bang your shoulder against something or whatever. And basically that's what that is for. It's basically to do some damage. Alright, for some more pain to go through someone. That's exactly what this one does. It gives you more, even more pain to do someone with. Now the last one at the very end is basically fire. Alright, now which is, instead of, just use my hands again, Now, when you're pushing L2 and R2, and you're just pushing it in once, you'll get that. But when you select it, you'll get that. Even more sound effect from the gun to be fired. So now let me go back to these again. So the 3 bullets that comes out the gun is 450 salvage. The cylinder for more bullets to go in is 200 salvage. And your powerful bullets that can do a load of damage to your guys is 200. But also, if you want this one, you're going to have to select this one first before this one comes unlocked. Now that one is 250 instead. And your last one at the end is 300 salvage. Alright, so that is what you've got there so far. So I've got flicking nothing. Right, now I'm going to go to the skill points again and go into the rock bit and go to this one, which is grab hold of some more XP for your skill points to be boosted up even quicker. And the way to do that is basically grab some plants or either kill some animals and get some XP boosted up even quicker than that. Because last time when I killed a deer and stabbed him in the ribs or wherever, he gave me 50. So I'm going to grab that for me to grab some more, which is probably what you might want to do. Now I'm going to come back out of it. And now, what you'll find some guys up here. Right, so what you want to do is be quiet as you can. Obviously what you want to do is use your bow again if you want, or you can use your pistol, but it's best to use your bow because the other trouble is if you use a pistol, 1 or 2 of these guys will allow to alert their mates to come to you and stop you. So what you want to do is use your bow and fire an arrow over there. So this guy will fuck off and you can fire an arrow over him with L2 and then R2. And to bring your bow in, push your R3 nozzle in. Just the once. There's a 10 XP from that guy, and I think there was 10 XP from this guy as well. So grab him. He'll give me 5 of the pistol bullets and 13 salvage for that. And also this guy's going to give me 3 arrows and 20 salvage this time. How nice. Also, like I said, with the plants that I've used a skill point for, that's given me 20 this time. And also, I'm thinking, see if I head over here again. I probably am. Or I might just being a bit stupid at the minute. Yep, I am being stupid. Right, hop around it, where you'll find a GPS cache right down it, which will give me 5, and that'll be your last one. Also, a lantern right here, you can fire with an arrow to knock down, which will give you just 2 of those so far. And also you can come down where you can grab your GPS cache thing in the box. That's given me 20. How nice is that? And so that will be perfectly well and truly good indeed, don't you think? Right. Now then, you can now Okay, as you can see, a bit of white paint again, which is exactly what I said in Rise of Tomb Raider. Allows you to jump straight on top of it, so you can do that by pressing that A or X straight away. And also, another one of these lanterns right here, you can knock down. And also there's a couple of guys as well, talking. There's 10 XP there for knocking that one down, which is giving me your third one if you decide to do it the way I'm doing it. And also another box here for some more XP, which is 20. Now, what you can do is grab some arrows if you want, which I'm going to leave. And now what you can do is just keep L3 up a little bit and leave it right here. And wait for this guy to come along. And push R3 up to the top and wait for your triangle or Y to pop up, so you can push that once and keep pushing that X or square in one go to knock him out, which will give you 10 XP as well as a boost of 20 XP as well, so that's 30. Also you can leave him if you want, like I am, because I'm going to go for this one, for the triangle to pop up. And that one will give me 10 XP as well as another 20 for stealth kill. And that guy decides to give me 5 pistol bullets. And I'm going to go to this guy right in, which is going to give me 4 arrows and 20 salvage. Alright, now then. What you want to do next is use your bow again. Also, there's a lantern there you can shoot down if you want. But also there's another one right up there if you want to use it. But also you want to take this guy up here. There's a 15 XP right there for knocking that guy out. Another 15 for that guy. There's another guy coming over here. So you want to take him out, but the place is going to go on fire. Oh, you sneaky little rat. Ow! Ow! Right, also the fire will rise. Now with the arrow with the bow I've used so far, I've been firing a fair load of those. So without firing loads of arrows, what you want to do is hold L2 and R2 in even longer. Alright, so you're going to keep R2 locked in even longer, so you can just fire a few less arrows than what I've done. Also, I'm going to fire one of these arrows against that to burn this down. So there's another lantern gone. There should be another guy up here somewhere. Oh, there's 2 over there. So I'm going to hop down by pressing that B or circle. And try and frickin' find this guy to frickin' die or so. Like I say, hold L2 and an R2. Oh, ow! I could die here. Right, as you can see the red screen, as you can see the screen going red, that's your health going down. Ow! Stop that! Ow! Right. So, when you do die like that, you're going to have to start from where you started, which is back here. Alright? So like I say, with your arrows, you want to make sure you hold R2 in even longer with your L2 pushed in, to fire less arrows, which is what I didn't do, but oh well. Obviously it's just patience or something. So you have to strangle these guys around the neck again. And 4 arrows from that guy. And this guy again. I couldn't quite catch up with stealth again. There's another 30 from the first 10 from this guy, as well as the other 20. And this guy's decided to give me 5 of the pistol bullets and 20 of the flicking salvage, which is quite nice. Right, so see if I can do this a bit better than last time I did with the bow. That's that one, because I was far too late to distract the other guy. That'll be why. Oh, come on. There's this guy up here. So like I say, I'm firing 3 arrows at the minute. Don't you? Ow! There we go. He's dead. Ow! What's that freaking sod over there? Right, when you fire some lanterns, you don't have to keep hitting the same ones. Alright? For your challenge. Alright? Also, as you can see on the right hand side, there's a number 4 that's red. Now that means you're running out. Alright? So that's what that's for. Come here, you bag of shit. There's another 15 XP right there for taking him out. Now when you move on, the fire will rise up. As you can see, there's a load of firewood stuff down here. So when I'm down here, it'll go up even higher. Bit of white paint, press the A or X. Let's do that. Another lantern right here. It's knocked down for your challenge with 150 XP boosted up straight away. Also, there's a guy over here. Nope, he's fallen down. There's one guy that's dead with 10 XP. We'll pick up a guy from here. He's giving me 3 pistol bullets, but I'm pretty sure he gave me some salvage, but I could be wrong because I wasn't looking at the top bit as well as all the carnage that's going on down there. Right, this guy's giving me 3 arrows, which is quite nice. Hop straight over this bit. Whoop. Whoa. Because I caught that square sitting on there saying, hang on, you better push it. Yeah, you want to push that urgently. When those pops up with your square or X. Next square there. Just give me another 11 salvage and another 3 arrows. Or 5, one of that. Now you can zip your way down. There you go. And also down it, which you'll find another one of those boxes, which can be 20 XP. So that'll be that bit. Alright. Next of all, what you can do is come down it. Which you will find some more arrows right here. And also there is another relic box right here for 25 XP right there.
Silk fan. Could have
And
been
also,
used by a villager or a noble, maybe.
now with some of these relics as you pick up, you'll either have a magnifying glass pointing on your left hand side of your screen for you to use R3 to turn it all the way around, but this one doesn't, so you don't have to do any of that. Alright, so there's one relic right there. And also you can go back up these bits right up here. And also I can see something that's going to pop into my mind. Also there's a plant here for you to grab some more XP, which is 20. You can come across this bridge, right over it, where you can just come down it and hop straight over it, where you can walk all the way around it and come around it and find another locker right here for your salvage to rip off. It'll just give me another 50. How nice. For your salvage to increase your bow or your pistols or whatever. Alright, so that's one of those. for you to use if you're really desperately after it. Now let me try and find my way flicking back where I just flicking come from. Here it is, I think. No, it's not, is it? This is what happened before when I was doing this. When I was playing it loads of times on my own, I think, that's not the way, is it? Surely it is. Because it's right here. Alright, next of all, you will be able to light up your stick again. For you to find another salvage right here, tied up if you want it, which is quite handy. Just give me 20 salvage there for 260 I've got so far. And also, if you've been missing any lanterns, there should be one around here somewhere. Obviously I took it down. There's also another relic right there for you to take. This is giving me another skill point with 500 XP. Also another one that doesn't have one of the magnifying glasses on it, so you don't have to mess around with that. Oh, ouch. And also, your document is right down here for 25 XP. Now, what I'm going to do is come straight back down it carefully somehow, which is probably the way to do that, is to get back to the bridge once I found it. Which is right down it, and keep coming down and hop down it, and come over here and jump straight onto this bridge right down it to find a camp. And this is where we are going to leave it for today. And so next time we will do some more Tomb Raider 2013. Until then, I shall catch you on the next one. Take care.